Raiders pay cheap and manage to surprise by getting the first overall pick. This news will drive Raider Nation crazy. Analysts say the Raiders are the perfect environment for this player to develop. But if everything goes wrong, the Raiders won't lose. We have a plan B. Subscribe to the channel and leave your like. The Raiders managed to get everyone's attention this week. By getting the best win of the NFL season opener in Baltimore on Sunday, the Raiders left a good impression and reinforced the idea that their defense is legitimate and that maybe they won't be as bad as everyone thinks. Apparently, the win made everyone reconsider the Raiders' roster decisions. The NFL is just starting to realize that the Raiders may be just one quarterback away from making things tough for the Chiefs in the AFC West and becoming a team that could give them a lot of trouble, which means everyone now has ideas about how they can improve the position. Big mid-season trades are the norm in the NFL, but that doesn't mean they can't happen, right? There's a quarterback out there who's not as exciting as Stafford that the Raiders could get for pennies on the dollar, if that. And he's coming to our house this weekend. It's Bryce Young. Can this work? Young's time as the Panthers' starting quarterback is over. It's been an absolute disaster since basically the moment he got here. We don't believe he'll make any effort to stay there. It seems like the Panthers handled the move so poorly that not even the most pessimistic person could have imagined all this happening there. Let's talk about the Raiders. I agree with you. Bryce Young has yet to show any reason why he's NFL caliber. Even if the Raiders were to trade him, it would probably end up more or less the same way things ended with the Panthers. He's not going to change his physical characteristics. But as far as the value of a deal goes, this is interesting. Think about it. Teams very rarely get the chance to trade for last year's first overall pick at such a low price. The Panthers are terrible, we can all agree on that. With the Raiders, Young would have a decent offensive line, an MVP-caliber receiver, and a tight end who is already one of the best 4-5s at his position. With a coach who is universally beloved by the locker room, you really have the kind of environment where struggling young QBs thrive, or so the logic goes. One thing we do know, if things go horribly wrong, Shedeur Sanders will be here in April.